Hey, what's going on? It is a rainy day where I'm at, so I figured I'd take this opportunity, since I won't be riding, to add some updates to my Talaria Sting. So first of all, I'm going to be adding the GritShift foot peg brace support. Basically, it hooks into this plate that I've removed from the Talaria. I'll show you where it is on the bike. But if you read the site before you order, they state that there are now batches of Talarias where this doesn't fit in the recommended hole. So this is actually the forward hole. They recommend installing this in the back hole here. So this would be towards the back of the bike. So as you can see, it doesn't go in. You would think that you could install it in the front hole, but let's take a look under the bike and I'll show you why that won't work. So we're looking at the plate that has the kickstand mounted to it, and it seems like I could just put this in right here, but because of this piece of the bike that hangs down, it gets in the way of the tapered portion of this plate. So we're actually going to have to drill out this hole for this thing to fit. So let's go ahead and get this hole drilled out. Now, it always makes me a little nervous to do cosmetic modifications to a brand new bike, but fingers crossed all goes well. Luckily, I live near a hardware store, so I was able to run down and grab this drill bit before they closed. It's a 15-30 seconds drill bit, and that's the recommended size. We know that the peg will actually fit in the front hole. I can see that that drill bit is ideal, so we just need to drill out this portion right here. So let's get to it. Safety first. Now, before I go drilling any more holes, let me just make sure that this fits properly, and we can tighten it with a 4mm Allen key. I'd say that looks pretty snug. In fact, I think it's actually a little more snug than that side. So let's do the other one. So I think I'll keep this one mounted to the bike. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to mess with taking off the kickstand and removing the kickstand sensor. And I think that there's not enough weight against it that I'll be able to drill through. That drill bit went through pretty easy on the other one. So I'll get this foot peg removed and we'll go from there. So looking at the back side of that plate, I just got to be careful not to hit that wire or anything else I might need. All right, the hard part is done. Let's get this plate and get it mounted. Okay, so with our newly drilled holes, just make sure you get it all lined up. Then line up the bolts that you removed the plate with. And to do this, you are going to have to remove the plate anyway, so that you can fit the guard in there. But yeah, let me just get it lined up and tightened. We'll get those tightened up even more. I just want to make sure that the bar is in place and tight and ready to go as well. I'll add this bolt to the other side. I want to make sure these are nice and tight. They came pretty tight, so I'm going to make sure they stay tight. And the last step, just add your pegs and you're ready to go. So there it is, installed, the GritShift peg support brace. If you're looking to order this thing, don't be intimidated by the drilling. It was actually super easy and easy to put back together. So I would definitely recommend grabbing this even though the current one on the GritShift website doesn't fit as the Talaria is. So you will have to do some drilling, but double check before you order it. Maybe you won't, but unfortunately my batch did, so it wasn't as plug and play as I thought it would be. But that's okay, we got it done. Anyway, the purpose for that peg brace is to obviously support those brackets, so if you lay the bike down on its side, obviously it's less likely to bend. Also, it just adds a little bit more added protection underneath from some of the different components down there below the bike as well. So pretty cheap upgrade to the bike. I think the peg brace is about $40. I had to buy a drill bit around 14 or 16 bucks, but I have a few friends that have these bikes, so I'll be using that drill bit again if they don't have them. Glad to help out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. Was it easy for you to install your peg brace if you have one? If not, are you going to get one? And of course, while you're down there, hit that subscribe button. Have a great rest of your day.